Welcome back, everybody, to another Itrad Fantasy Podcast. We are here in week 4, already in week 4 of the regular season. That first month went by fairly quickly. Already about to be done with the first quarter of the year. Now, first thing I'm going to talk about before we go into our segments, in case you didn't hear, 4 Titans players and 5 personnel members tested positive for COVID-19 yesterday. They did do a round of testing for the entire Vikings personnel staff and players, and no Vikings recorded positive, which I kind of don't understand. But I mean, I don't know. How do 4 players come up positive from the Titans and nobody else? I don't know. Anyway, we have a guest here today, as you can see on the screen. We have Whole Lot of Fantasy, currently 3-0, number 1 in the standings with us. Me, your co-host, Justin Bird, a.k.a. Uzumaki Clan, and
Matthew Castro. My turn. 2-1, baby. Let's go.
okay, so let's get right
Wait, Justin's 0-3?
Yeah, I am 0-3. We'll talk about that later. Let's get right into it here with our recap of week 3. We had some interesting games across the board. I guess we could start with our game, Castro. I lost 160 to 126. Came down to a miracle I would have needed on Monday night to happen. Tyreek Hill had 21 points, but Kelsey had 14. Ingram only had 3. But, I'm 0-3 right now. I personally am not too worried. I mean, I feel like my team has been doing fine. It's not my players. It's me. It's me. I'm making bad decisions down the board with who I've been starting. So I feel like my team is doing fine right now. If I could just get my head out of my ass and make the right decisions for my roster. I wasn't the lowest scoring team in any week. I think I'm in the middle of points for right now, and I have a pretty high points against. I think it's top 3, so I'm not too worried. I'm not going to be playing someone who's going to drop 160 on me every week. So I think I'm fine where I'm at. But Castro had a really nice day. James Conner had 27 points. Keenan Allen had 19 targets, I think it was. He now had 19 targets in his game. He had 13 catches, 132 yards, a touchdown. Cleveland defense showed out, 16 points. I had the Buffalo Bills D, who had 16 at half and then just imploded in the second half.
Josh Allen
Should have ended with 0 points, but they got 2 because the Rams were just trying to fucking throw the ball back and forth to each other on that last play, and they ended up getting a fumble recovery. But yeah, Castro had a nice dominating win there. I'm not going to lie. My team got outscored 160-126. Not much I can really say about that. But moving on, we have Fear Peter's Tigers versus Suck My Dicka. I'll let one of you two say what you have to about this game.
Very close game, went down to the wire. Ed only won by how many points? 5 points?
4 points.
We were waiting for Patrick Mahomes had like fucking 40. Didn't he have like 40 points or something like that? 42 points. Patrick Mahomes was going off, killing Lamar's Baltimore Ravens. It's really unfortunate to see Lamar win the MVP and then just collapse on live television, national television.
4K, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's really unfortunate.
I feel like John Harbaugh has to be a little bit at fault. I've watched all the Chiefs Ravens games so far, and every time Harbaugh comes out with the same offensive game plan, that's just not going to work against the Chiefs. You can't come out looking to control the clock and run the ball the whole game against the Chiefs. It's just not going to work like that. You can't do that versus Patty Mahomes.
I'm honestly surprised that Sonny even got close to winning.
Yeah, me too. It was looking
starting a really unorthodox team, honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly, surprising that Sonny's 0-3 because I think he has one of the best teams.
Russell Gage and Leonard Fournette. Even I don't even like that pick from the beginning. But
I wouldn't say not surprising, but I feel like the draft method of going back-to-back wide receivers in your 1 and 2 round and a quarterback at 3 just gonna
putting
do
you
that.
at a disadvantage, I think.
I mean, he would be doing good though. Michael Thomas and Devontae Adams have been injured,
Yeah.
so and I was gonna have him
They're
back
gonna
next
be
week
that
with
sucks.
DK, who has been a top 5 receiver, and Patrick Mahomes obviously been top 5 quarterback. He might bounce back, honestly.
Yeah, I could see him bouncing back.
It just depends on those running
Yeah.
backs for me.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't even like. I thought Gurley was pretty
Gurley
I
rough.
like Gurley.
8 points, but his only really highlight I think I saw was him. He had a nice little 10-yard touchdown or something that got him those 7 points right there. But Eddie's lineup, Eddie's what 1 and 2 right now. This is his first win.
Yeah,
Uh,
barely.
I mean, Dak Prescott has been
Dak
fucking
Prescott's
jumping
looking
out
nice.
these past couple games. Eddie, for me, his receivers are just. I mean, Cooper Kupp went off
Cooper
last
Kupp's
week
good.
against the Bills. He started Parker and Chenault, who kind of underwhelmed for him. Cooper Kupp kind of saved him that game. Edwards-Helaire, I think he could definitely keep. I think how many points did Edwards-Helaire have last week? I think he had a little bit of off week, but I think
18.
Edwards-Helaire is a good RB1 going forward. It's just a question of Kenny and Drake and David Johnson, really. Justin Tucker 9.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh defense, I feel like is going to get 12, 13 plus every week. That defense is playing out of their mind. I think they've been number 1 in sacks the past 4 seasons and top 3 in scoring in the past 5 seasons. I think
Pittsburgh,
that was
baby.
the number.
Yes, sir.
But who knows? But for some reason on the fantasy app that they're saying that the Steelers have a bye and every other players have a bye, which I hope that changes because
Yeah,
James
it'll-
Conner, Juju Smith-Schuster, all those players are not in right now.
All right, moving on. We have our next game was Cardiac Kids versus Glizzy Gladiators. A 121-116 victory for Kevin. One of the lower scoring games of this week. Kyler Murray 21 points. Jacobs overwhelmed with 9, but Eckler had 31. Could have actually won Julian the game had he caught that little hook and ladder at the end of the game. He had pretty much walked into the end zone. Keenan Cole 8 points, and then Deontay Johnson got injured. I think in the first half of the game.
Yeah, that really hurt him.
All he had was 1 carry. San Francisco D 15. Kevin ended up benching Nola D, which was good for him. Actually, I was talking to Julian the other day. We were doing the math. If he wasn't biased and started Terry McLaurin, he would have won the game. Because if he started McLaurin over Deontay Johnson or Keenan Cole, he said he was going to start Deontay Johnson and McLaurin, but he benched McLaurin because he was supposed to get locked up by the warden. But he ended up having a nice 12.6 points, which would have won Julian the game had he had started him. But that's what bias will do to you. I suffered a little bias draft pick. I took Devin Singletary kind of early this year because he's FAU man, but he's been pretty underwhelming. I think I watched Singletary have like 4 or 5 goal line carries like at the 1 yard line on Sunday, and he could not get in on any of them. But Kevin's team, he's got what I think is the sleeper pick of the year in Josh Allen. I think he took Josh Allen in like 13th round or something, and he's been fucking. He had 5 touchdowns this week. I think he had 4 either week 1 or week 2. And Josh Allen's really the RB1 inside the fucking 10-yard line for the Bills. So Josh Allen definitely going forward. I think
might win MVP.
Russell Wilson has something to say about that, boy.
And Patrick Mahomes.
No, don't hate
Darren
AFC East.
Darren Waller fell victim to the Bill Belichick gameplay strategy. I think they had like 2 guys on Waller all game. He had like 13, 14 catches last week and only had 2 this week. Melvin Gordon, 7.8 points. I don't think Melvin Gordon really is a viable option going forward. That offense in Denver looking kind of like a train wreck right now with Locke missing. Steelers beat them up.
Well, good news for Denver. They're playing the Jets next week, so
No, but
I
Philip
could see
Lindsay
that.
is also back this week.
Oh, is he? Okay, that's kind of rough
Bad
for
news
Kevin.
for Melvin Gordon owners.
Yeah.
Moving on, Diego, I'll let you speak on this game. Team Barkley versus Whole Lot of Fantasy.
I mean, it's just the Kamara show, honestly. Like, this is his second week with at least like he had 38 last week, the week before, and then he got 46 this week. I don't know what team can stop this man. He's just
I think
and Drew Brees fucking
Drew
can't
Brees
throw.
has a noodle of a fucking
Yeah,
arm and just feed that man the ball on every.
yeah. He forces
Anytime
him.
you see Drew Brees drop back on a first or second down, it's most likely going to be a Kamara fucking 2-yard hitch. I mean,
And then he'll be able to turn it.
how many catches did he have?
He had 13, I believe.
13 catches. 13 catches.
From a running back standpoint. I saw a stat that was like Kamara has 280 plus yards after catch, and only like 5 receivers have that in total, which is ridiculous from a running back standpoint. Other than that, I think Tampa Bay really showed up. That was a good trade for me with that.
Yeah, that was.
There were some inside talks with
Trade?
I traded Kerryon Johnson.
Oh yeah, that was.
He was just dumb. There were some inside talks between me, Ed, that Nick was actually looking for him, but then he ghosted him.
Nick was looking for who?
Nick was looking for Tampa Bay, and then he ghosted. He ghosted. Yeah, he ghosted Eddie. So then I swooped in for the trade, took him. I will say I think my team looks very good this year.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, even starting David Montgomery was pretty trash, but I had Tyler Boyd on the bench who scored 24. Antonio Gibson starting to turn it up, I think. I want to see how I think he could be really good, to be honest.
Do you think though when Michael Thomas comes back that Kamara is just gonna get split in half?
I mean maybe a little bit, but I don't see him.
Was he there for game 1?
20 plus.
Yeah, he was there for the first game.
Week 1. 23 points for me is fine. I think that's like
either way,
more than enough.
Yeah, they killed them.
Have an arm, so those checkdowns Kamara are going to be all day. Either way.
Of course, like I said before the draft, I want Kamara, but I have to pick CMC, and of course the year I take him, of course I take him. CMC gets injured. Like last year, that's why I took Kamara. But then Kamara gets fucking injured last year.
Yeah, I can't win. That's just unlucky.
All right, moving on. We had our highest scoring game of the week. Homosexuals 149.7 and Yerba Mate, aka Kenny, 176.2. 29 points from the Colts defense, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, a safety, and 7 points allowed. I think who had the second? I know Xavier Rhodes had the first pick 6.
I think it was Kenny Moore, to be honest.
But yeah, Tyler Lockett, fucking 39 points, 100 yards, 9 catches, 3 touchdowns. It's ridiculous. I mean, I don't know.
Russell Wilson just took the top out of that defense. No one can fucking cover anyone downfield for some reason. DK Metcalf also had a touchdown that he just threw away because he wanted to be all cocky at the goal line.
Oh, that was embarrassing, actually.
That was really embarrassing.
I don't know.
Did
he end up throwing a touchdown on that?
I believe he did.
Yeah, he did. He did. Like the very next play.
Couldn't have because it was a touchback.
Oh no, yeah, that's right.
Next drive.
But 6 touchdowns.
That's quite embarrassing.
Who has Russell Wilson?
Simon.
Homosexuals.
38.
Damn, he had 38 points.
I feel like Simon takes Russell Wilson every chance he has.
It's working out. He also got lucky with that Mike Davis.
Oh, that was
23 points. He literally would have beat almost anyone in the league. But of course, Kenny had to fucking turn up.
Kenny I don't know. Kenny's looking really hot.
I hate playing Kenny because Kenny always puts these type of numbers.
It's a magical fucking thing.
Yeah. I plan.
Wait. At what point are we gonna stop saying it's like?
I don't know because we know he doesn't fucking watch football, so I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, I know.
Props, but, like, I don't know.
I think he has the same team every year too. It's the same thing.
He had last year. He had Dalvin
Cook.
He had Amari Cooper.
Did he have Juju too?
No, I think I had Juju that I traded.
All right. Anyway, we're at the 15-minute mark, so let's get into our next segment. We have our power rankings for this week.
Okay, we're gonna start at Leicester first.
Hey, sorry, I got distracted. Okay, so yeah, we go 9-1. We all say we'll all go not at the same time, but I'll say my number 9. You say your number 9. Couch say your number 9, etc. So I'll go first. My number 9 right now is Sonny, sitting at 0-3. I mean, depending on how Michael Thomas and Devontae Adams will do, I feel like his team's weak at running back.
Yeah.
But Pat Mahomes, if Pat Mahomes can get 30, 40 points a week, like his first year starting for the Chiefs, maybe could care. I don't know. Todd Gurley, James White rocking at running back. I mean, I just don't see it going too far. Diego, you can host your number 9.
Yeah, I also said Sonny. But it's honestly hard to rank this bottom spot because he does have Mike Thomas and Devontae Adams coming back. But yeah, like you said, his running backs are pretty weak comparatively to the league. But I think he could pick it up if Devontae Adams and Mike Thomas come back and just kill it.
For my number 9 spot, I don't have Sonny. I have a co-host of mine.
Oh no!
I mean, you say you look at the stats. I mean,
yeah.
My points.
The reason why I have Sonny over Justin is because I see Sonny's team being better in the near future. Michael Thomas, Devontae Adams, and Gurley. I would take that over AR-12, Tyreek, and Zeke.
AR-12's finally got his quarterback now.
Yes, he does have QB1 now.
We'll see, but I like Leonard Fournette in the future. I think he's just
I don't like Leonard Fournette at
all. He's getting comfortable with the team. You'll see soon enough. He'll make it pop.
I hope so. I hope so for Sonny's sake because
I will say for Justin,
he's been getting really unlucky with the points against. Like he has like I'm pretty sure he has the highest or the second highest.
Who?
Points. You, Justin.
Oh yeah, I do.
Surprisingly, the second place for that is Kenny.
Yeah, that's also surprising. I think he should get the highest. Yeah, everyone scored one.
I have
over 150.
I have the highest points against right now.
Yeah, everyone scored over 150. I think that's just getting unlucky. But this is a good segue. I have Justin at 8. But I think they're like super interchangeable, and I could see Justin honestly picking it up. I like his team a lot. I like Elliott. I think he's just a solid. Tyreek Hill is like. Tyreek Hill is I can't even say he's boomer bust, but like I just don't like streaking receivers that just go down the streak and get like 80-yard catches. I don't like that for fantasy wise.
I mean, it works for Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf, but that's also because he has Russell Wilson. And for some reason, no one can stop him.
It's working for Tyreek Hill because he has Mahomes, you know.
All right, let me go to my number 8. I have Julian at my number 8. Julian 1-2 right now. He does have the second. This is why he's ranked so low for me. 1-2 with the second least points against right now. So it's not like he's been getting unlucky with people going off on him. I just think his team is underperforming and is going to continue to underperform.
Yeah, I actually have Ed at number 7 or number 8. Number 7 or number 8. Then never mind. I have you. My bad.
Oh yeah, so it's Cash's turn.
So we're doing number 8.
Yeah.
Yep.
Number 8, I have Sonny because I said they were interchangeable with Justin.
Yep.
His team's 0-3 too, but I think his team's a little bit better.
Number 7, I have Ed at number 7. Ed's team. The thing about me is I don't think it's horrible at all. It's just kind of unpredictable. There's a lot of players where you don't like Hilaire, Drake, and David Johnson. Drake I wouldn't say is a clear-cut number 1 back in his backfield, but David Johnson's number 1 back in his backfield, and Hilaire's number 1 in his backfield. So it just really depends on how they do. It's not like they're not gonna see the carries, but his wide receivers, he's got Kupp, who had a nice outing. He's got the Giants this week, so we'll see what he does. Let you go on to your number 7.
I also have Ed. I just think that the Cooper Kupp and that the Rams wide receiver core are just always it could be one or the other. It's not. It's usually never both. I could see that being a problem for Kupp. Devontae Parker, I think he is a boomer bust player.
I hear you.
And I like David Johnson and Kenyon Drake. I just don't see producing every week this like good numbers. But I do like Edwards-Helaire and Dak Prescott a lot. Along with the Steelers defense.
I have Ed at number 7 as well, but for the reason that Kenyon Drake was taken at number 12 overall and has not scored more than 15 points his entire season.
Taken
in what?
Before Aaron Jones. Keep that in fact.
For bias reasons, obviously. And I don't like Devontae Parker or Noah Fant. He paid the price for taking, for some reason, Clyde Edwards-Helaire and then Kenyon Drake. I don't know what he was trying to do. And he's been constantly trying to trade me T.Y. Hilton for some reason. I guess he just thinks because he's on the Colts or something. I don't know.
He's trying to get me.
Damn, inside information getting leaked out that Ed is trying to get rid of T.Y.
Offering me Tom Brady and T.Y. Hilton for Allen Robinson.
And he has Laviska, has Jimmy Graham on his bench with the Bears.
He wants CDJ more.
Yeah, he's not. I don't know.
I just think he really his drafting strategy was really like weird. He usually has really good drafts personally. Like this is one of the worst years where I think he's just been being way too risky in his picks and not like going for standard solid picks.
All right, let's move on to number 6. So at number 6, I have Simon. Simon, another 1 and 2 team. Not really a big fan of his backs. Well, I mean, Chubb obviously is nice, but he's got Mike Davis as RB2 right now, and CMC comes back. That guy's gonna be irrelevant again. So then he's got Ronald Jones, who I don't really see taking a lead in that backfield. I'm not gonna go too much into this one. I'll let you guys tell me who you have at your number 6.
Number 6, I have Julian. I have him in front of Ed just because I like Kyler Murray, and I like. I think Jacob just has to turn it up. He's been pretty underperforming in my eyes. Well, at least last week he was. Besides the first week, which was against Carolina, who I think has just a pretty bad defense. He's just been kind of average. I like Eckler, and then his wide receivers kind of need some help, which is why I have him on the lower end of the rankings. What about you, Castro?
I have Julian also because of the reason that he has Scary Terry and Alan Lazard on his team as his 2 wide receiver 1 and 2s, which I guess I don't know why, but like once Lazard has been getting force fed, and we know that because Devontae Adams has not been playing. But if Devontae Adams comes back next week, Lazard's just going to be thrown to the wolves. And specifically this week, Terry is facing Baltimore's defense.
Yes, Rip.
So whoever is playing Julian, I think, is just gonna beat him.
Free win.
Yeah, free win, pretty much.
As Julian.
That's
Sonny
free win right there.
Sonny does.
All right. Moving on. Number 5, I have Kenny at my number 5 spot. Kenny 2-1 right now. 462 points for and 463 points against. So his points against points were even out, which is nice because I have him at the middle spot in the rankings. So I'm not really going to go much after that. Who do you have at your number 5?
I have Simon at my number 5. Same reasons you did. I think his team's really, I don't know. It's just his RB2 is super boom bust. I can't see Mike Davis doing that good every week. His wide receivers are doing all right, and yeah, I just have him at number 5, just in the middle spot. I think he's not. I don't think he's too worried about right now.
I also have Simon at my 5 spot, and the only reason why I have him because I have him at 5, and then 4 I have Kenny, and the reason is because Kenny beat him. So, and I like Simon's team. It's just his running back 2, and his flex is questionable. Once CMC comes back, Mike Davis is just gonna become irrelevant as fuck.
Yep.
And then Darrell Henderson is just him and Malcolm Brown. They just like switch like who does
every
good
other
one week.
Yeah,
they just do whatever.
Well,
but they do play the Giants though. Darrell Henderson did have week 2 and 3, but I don't know if Mike Davis is just gonna be killing people like that. I mean, they played the Chargers, but now they're gonna play the Cardinals, which I think is a better defense than the Chargers right now, honestly. But he does have Mark Andrews. OBJ has been underperforming, which I think if he can start performing, then Simon's team is going to be a lot better. But for right now, and also Julio Jones, the fuck happened to him? Calvin Ridley just fucking is like the GOAT there now for some reason. So I guess Julio Jones is just irrelevant as fuck. But he has Russell Wilson, so.
That's 5. So moving on to number 4. This may be a low ranking compared to where you guys have him, but I have Kevin at my number 4 spot. Kevin, don't get me wrong, had some nice W's. He put up 160 week 1, put up 148 week 2. Has the lowest points against right now. But his team going forward, I don't believe in Miles Sanders at all. That Eagles offense looking horrific as of late.
Honestly, Jesus Christ.
I feel like Kevin's season rides on Josh Allen, to be honest. Part of why he scored so much these past couple weeks because Josh Allen's been going off. Josh Allen also has Stephon Diggs, so he has that stack if Josh Allen has an off day, I feel like his team is
sub 100 points right there. I think if the Bills if Josh Allen doesn't have a game
day, I feel like his team is done.
Mind you, he has the lowest points against.
Yeah, that's big.
The lowest, 340 points in 3 weeks. Are you kidding me?
Who's he played the past 3 weeks?
Kevin? Yeah, I think Kevin might be the biggest imposter in the group.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I think you'll be right, but I have at number 4, I have Castro. Castro, I think your team's actually very good. I was surprised that even without CMC, you've been able to, like, even this week, you were just able to.
And Le'Veon, by the way.
Le'Veon's fucking booty cheeks, bro. I'm a Jets fan, dude. Stop that.
Dude, I'm just saying though, I think the steal of the draft was James Conner because for some reason he fell to me and no one wanted to choose him for some reason.
Where did he fall with pick?
James Conner?
Yeah.
James Conner was his 60th pick.
60th pick.
That is really low. Really good value.
He fell. Yeah, I know. I had to choose him. Good thing I chose him because now he's my running back 1, which I didn't even think of starting.
I will say though, fucking Mike Evans, 2 receptions, 2 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's just something else. I mean,
you could say that, but I feel like fucking that shit's gonna be there. I feel like it's gonna be there every game because he had it last week. I think he had one. Yeah,
week 1 he had one reception, 2 yards, 1 touchdown.
It's not. I feel like that's not a fluke. I feel like that'll be there whenever they're at the goal line, which is just a plus because there are gonna be games when he runs that route tree and gets those catches.
So this week,
goal line.
No Chris Godwin this week, ladies and gentlemen.
Even big. Oh no, dude. Travis Kelce is he's just a goat, honestly. I just don't see any. I mean, except for this week, I think New England might have an idea how to stop him.
You never know what. I don't know what Bill's planning though. So.
Yeah, I will say your flex is kind of weak. CeeDee Lamb
and Mark Ingram.
Yeah, and Mark Ingram. That's a weak spot.
Mark Ingram will be substituted out when CMC comes back. So.
That's true.
All right, moving on. Wait, did you say your number 4, Castro?
My number 4 I have is Kenneth. And I think he has the only reason why he's there is because his team is just gay. Like he just scores so much points and I'm like, why are you scoring this many points for no reason, man? You know how pissed off I would be if I scored 150 and someone scored 180 on me? And it's Kenny too on top of that. Kenny is known to rape me badly every time we play. It's just I don't know what's up with his team. He's just snap. He just has he has the guys that are just gonna have those points they're like established players that they like. And he might have does he have the most points? 4?
I think I do at the moment.
Oh yeah, well no. Never mind.
Oh, me and Nick are tied basically.
Okay, by 0.1.
0.1 more.
The thing is, he has more points against than points for, and he's still winning games at 2-1. So, yeah. My only concern is that Amari Cooper hasn't been getting as much attention as, for some reason, Michael Gallup. So, don't know.
All right, we're at the 31-minute mark, so let's go through these last 3 positions rather quickly. So, at my number 3, I have Nick. Nick's team's really solid. I don't really see any weaknesses in his team. It's just the fact that I feel like I'm just going to go through my 3-2-1. So at 3, I have Nick. 2, I have Castro just because Castro's team isn't doing well and he hasn't had CMC. So when they come back, I feel like they're just going to do even better. So that's why I have him at my number 2 over Nick. And then at my number 1, I have Diego. I feel like he has the best RB tandem right now. Number 1 in points for, so I guess this was just an obvious number 1 pick.
Okay, I'll just do my 3-2-1 as well. I have 3. I have Kevin. Same reasons you did. I think he's just getting super lucky with his points against. He has the lowest points against, right? And I'll do
160 week 1, and he scored 148 week 2. But I still stand by what I said.
Yeah. The Josh Allen point is the biggest downfall of his team. I feel like. Number 2, I have Ken. I just think Kenny's just fucking. I can't even say he's lucky at this point. I just think he has great players and I don't know.
I mean, he literally came out before the draft and said, "I know absolutely nothing about."
I mean, he is lucky, but his players are really good. Like Deshaun Watson, great pick. Dalvin Cook, great pick. Amari Cooper always gets love from Dak. I don't know. Joe Mixon, they paid him, but he hasn't been doing shit.
Yeah, he hasn't been doing shit.
And then I have Juju. He's alright. And in the number 1 spot, I have Nick. I think Nick has a solid team. He's pretty riddled with injuries as though. Godwin's about to be out this week. Carson's about to be out this week. But I like James Robinson actually. I mean, that might have to keep up. He didn't start him last week.
Yeah.
Which is likely why he lost. I think those top 3 are pretty solid. They have no real they do have weaknesses, but I don't think they're super to be concerned about. All right, Kasha.
All right, Kasha, give us your 3-2-1.
So my 3 spot is going to be Kevin, okay? And the only reason why he's up here is because he's undefeated. That's the only reason why. Not because his team's good. It's just because he's undefeated, okay? Miles Sanders is just going to get eaten the fuck up this week. You'll see yourself. With the 49ers injured as fuck. And next we have Diego.
Ooh, interesting.
Ooh, the two undefeated teams not at number 1. That's crazy. The reason why I have Diego at number 2 is just because his team is not as good as Nick's team, in my opinion. For some reason, Nick's team is just top to bottom better than my team. I think he has the best team in the league, but he is injury road for right now, and he really hit because Calvin Ridley has been going off, and he's been the best receiver in fantasy. The best receiver. He's number 1 in the league. He's taken over Julio's spot, and when you watch the Falcons play, they always blow leads because they throw like 40. They have like 40 points every game, but they lose somehow. I don't know how.
Embarrassing.
And every time Matt Ryan is just like, let me scan the field. Where's Calvin? And he just throws it to Calvin Ridley for some reason.
Oh, okay.
And he has the stacks, Matt Ryan and Calvin Ridley. So every time they do something, they just fucking go up. And he's gay for not having his entire team on the bench, which
Honestly,
just makes
I think not having Julio for the Falcons is hurting Calvin Ridley. Because once they have him back, he went off week 1 and 2, and then he had he had 110 yards.
That was Nick, your number 1 spot, right, Castro?
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the
Strange.
next. Those were our power rankings. Next thing we have is our love hates the week. I'm just gonna say both of mine and then go around the table. My love for this week is Kamara. Kamara's been on fire, facing a Detroit Lions defense who got eaten up by the run by the Packers. Aaron Jones had 50 points against them. I think Kamara could do not 50 points the same. Maybe, hopefully for you. But I think he's going to have a great week, and I think that he will be the highest scoring running back this week. That's my prediction. I have Nick Chubb versus Dallas. Chubb, obviously a beast, but everybody's been tearing up the Cowboys through the air. I think the Browns should try to approach the same way if they have enough faith in Baker. But I think also the Browns defense is going to get carved up by the Cowboys offense because Dwayne Haskins went out there and did really well against them in Cleveland, and Dak Prescott and those Cowboys have been on fire through the air, and I think they're going to carve them up, and I think the Browns are going to need to sling the ball, and Nick Chubb's not going to get those carries that he usually gets. I think the same thing that happened in Week 1 versus the Baltimore Ravens with Nick Chubb will happen to him here in Week 4.
Okay, my love of the week is Hopkins versus Carolina. We just saw last week that Keenan Allen ate up on the fucking
19 targets.
That's ridiculous as well. But he ate up on the Carolina defense. I think Hopkins will do the same. My hate of the week, I guess, I'm gonna have to go with Ertz versus San Francisco. I just don't have faith in the Eagles offense as well as the San Fran defense. Even though they're injured, they're still gonna just daddy that team. I feel like so. I don't like that start from Sonny. You go, Kesher.
Alright, so my love and hate have to be, they're in the same game, okay? And it's the Washington Redskins versus the Baltimore Ravens. I think
Washington football team?
Huh?
Oh, yeah, Washington football team, please.
God, you're gonna get his banned.
God damn it. Alright, anyway, so my love is Lamar. Okay? I think Lamar is going to kill the Redskins, baby. He is probably watching ESPN, probably watching Fox Sports 1. He was like, damn, they talking about me badly, man. They think I'm not the real deal. I'm 0-3 versus the Chiefs. I'm going to show them next week against the Washington football team that I'm going to kill them. He's going to tear them up. I think he's going to run all over them. I don't know if he's going to be throwing that many touchdowns, but we'll see. And the hate is going to be scary Terry McLaurin, who I think is going to get clamped against the Baltimore defense. Dude, they were playing so good. They were playing so good against the Chiefs, I feel like, but they just couldn't maintain.
Not Peters, though. They were getting burnt.
They were maintaining their ground, but they just got outscored terribly.
If they put Humphrey on Terry, yeah. But Marcus Peters got his shit exposed last night versus.
Also, there's talks in the Washington football team area about Dwayne Haskins. Very question marks, because they're talking about how he might not be their future quarterback because Rivera was not the coach when they drafted him. So it's very interesting to see if he's on the hot seat as it is, as Mitch Trubisky also fucking gone. So I think their team is.
He didn't do that bad last week. If he just limits his turnovers, like I see him throw nice balls a lot, like. But let's not get off topic here. Continue, Castro.
And yeah, that's about it. I also wrote in my notes that Baltimore is going to tear the Redskins a new one. So thank you.
Moving on, we have our last segment of the day. We have our pick'ems, which include game of the week, lock of the week, and upset of the week. First game, I have Castro versus Kevin, which is my game of the week. I think it's going to be a really good game. You got some good matchups across the board. Castro has Rodgers versus Atlanta with Devontae Adams. I think it's supposed to be back. Everybody's been covering up that fucking secondary there on the Falcons besides Mitch Trubisky.
Not Mitch.
Travis Kelce versus New England. I think that could go either way. But, yeah, this is just my game of the week. You got Castro 2-1, who's top 3 team right now, in my opinion, and Kevin, who's 3-0. I think this will be a good test to see where Kevin stands. I think Kevin's played me, who's 0-3, Sonny, who's 0-3, and Julian, who's 1-2. So I think this is his best team he's facing so far. So we'll see how that one goes. And that's my game of the week, and my pick is Castro.
Okay, that game is also my game of the week. Same reasons. I think Castro is going to come out on top. I just don't see Miles Sanders doing anything. And Philip Lindsay just told me that he's coming back, so I don't see Melvin Gordon doing anything. It comes down to Kevin's wide receivers and Josh Allen again.
Derrick Henry, too. If that game gets rescheduled.
If that game gets rescheduled as well, yeah, that might be rough for him.
I don't know if... do you think it's an account? Because I don't know. He just benched him for some reason. But I don't know if he would bench Derrick Henry if he was versus the Steelers anyway.
No, I think he'd start. You start Derrick Henry every time.
Yeah, that was his first round pick. I'm not going to bench him. No way. Castro, what do you have as your game of the week?
This is also my game of the week, guys. Yay! So I think that
was it really, or did you just want to fit in?
No, it really was. I could share my screen face ass. But I think it's just gonna be close because right now I don't know who I'm starting my flex, but I think Mark Ingram hopefully has a good day against the Washington football team. But I don't know. I just don't. I'm not feeling his players because I think the Buffalo versus the Raiders game is gonna be a really good game this week. Like I think it's gonna be really close and not like high scoring. So I don't know if it's gonna be good for him because he has Diggs and Waller. Both players get fed a lot, but hopefully they don't. And then he has Kenny Golladay and the New Orleans defense, which is kind of going against each other. But none of my business. I don't really care. I don't think Kenny Golladay is going to do that much against the New Orleans defense, but I don't think New Orleans is going to be doing that much either. I think that might also be a close game. Saints have been looking sus. Yeah. So. But outside me on top.
Diego, who'd you have winning that game?
Castro. Yep.
Okay, so moving on, I'm gonna go on to. All right, so we did Castro versus Kevin. We could do me versus Kenny. I'm not going to comment on this game because don't want to jinx myself here. So you guys can talk about that one.
Okay, I think this is the upset of the week for me. I think Justin's going to just... Justin has really good matchups personally, and I just think he's going to beat Kenny. Especially if Juju goes out. I don't see anyone on Kenny's bench being able to replace him.
Yeah, that's another thing about Kenny's team is sus.
It's so
bench, dude.
Yeah, yes, it is shallowest bench in the fucking league. He also has two bench spots open. Spots. I don't know what the fuck that's about. Who did he drop? Who did he drop?
For my opinion on this game, I don't see the upset happening, unfortunately. I think that Yerba Mate is gonna win, not by a lot. He's not gonna kill Justin, but he's just gonna win. You know, it's not gonna be that by that much. If Juju plays, I don't know. I just don't like I don't know. I don't think Gaskin and Singletary are like that. Those are the two players you have to watch out for. Like I said before, that the Raiders and Bills, I think it's going to be a good game. So they might be too close to really be scoring that much. And Higbee, I feel like is just going to drop 30 this game against the Giants because it's just Kenny's gay. So.
All right. So we have Guardia Kids versus Fear Peter's Tigers. I have this game as my upset of the week. I have Sonny winning as my upset. I'm going to call it upset because Sonny is 0-3, and he's ranked either 9 or 8 in all the power rankings. So that's why it's my upset, okay? Sonny, I think with Michael Thomas and Devontae Adams back, we'll have a good week. I think what it comes down to, I mean, Julian's got Lazard starting, and if Devontae Adams is back, not a good start at your wide receiver too. So I also think McLaurin might not do well. We'll see how the Dolphins. He's got Gesicki starting. Obviously, I want the Dolphins to win, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to keep up with Russell Wilson airing the ball out. So depending what Fitz shows up for that game, we'll see what Gesicki could do. But I have Sonny winning.
Yeah, I got Sonny winning that one pretty. I would say handily, but it also comes down to his receivers. Are his receivers confirmed? Like they're questionable now.
I don't know. I don't think
they're questionable, but who knows if they play? We're just saying that they're playing.
Let's say if they play, then I think he'll be fine. Then it comes down to his running backs just being pretty meh. Honestly, just being. Yeah. I think he has one of the worst running back duos in the league.
I think he has the worst.
Yeah.
God.
Who's worse?
First running backs than him.
Devin Singletary and Ezekiel Elliott.
Oh no! That's just cap. Yeah, Zeke is better than both of those guys combined.
Sonny, I believe in you, Sonny. James White is goated. Anyway,
Castro Kappa.
I have Sonny as my lock of the week, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, like I said, Scary Terry, clamps, Alan Lazard. Goodbye, buddy. Devontae Adams is playing. I said Josh Jacobs, Buffalo versus Raiders, close game, neck and neck. I don't think it's going to be that high scoring. I think Sonny's team is just going to show its true colors this week. And I think he's going to beat Julian, and he's my lock of the week. It is considered an upset, but I didn't have him as my upset.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's an upset.
All right, so move on to the next game. Ed versus Nick. I actually have Ed winning this game, despite Nick having a hot team right now. I just feel like Eddie's got nice low key matchups. Like if Bill Belichick focuses on stopping Patrick Mahomes through the air, I think Clyde Edwards-Helaire could have a nice game. Cooper Kupp against the Giants. Devontae Parker is a big boomer bust. Devontae Parker is the number 1 rated wide receiver in the league when running go routes. So, if Devontae Parker could take advantage of that Seattle secondary that's been getting kind of diced these past few weeks, then I feel like Eddie can pull off this game.
This is my lock of the week for Nick, actually. I think I just think Nick has a better team, even with his injuries. He's starting Jonathan Taylor probably with James Robinson. I think James Robinson's great value. Was he off the waivers? Yeah, off the waivers. And I will say, if Jonnu Smith doesn't play this week, he's gonna have a tough time looking for a replacement there. Castro?
In my opinion, I have Nick winning this game. And it's just because I feel like Ed's team just is not that good enough to beat Nick's team. Nick also has players benched. Like, I don't know if Chris Carson is playing, but even if he doesn't have Chris Carson playing, then he has Robinson, like you said, and he has Jonathan Taylor, who's facing the Bears. So, I don't know. This might actually be a close game. than I thought it would. I actually might have to switch my game of the week to this one, honestly.
I'm honestly, I was just more surprised that Jonathan Taylor couldn't do more against the Jets last week.
Yeah, but they also...
It was just a defensive fucking downfall on them.
Yeah, that's true.
Revenge.
Anyway, moving on, we have our last game. This is my lock of the week. Despite Russell Wilson having Miami, we played good last week, but that was also the Jaguars. So we'll see. Russell Wilson's just been on a tear. But is CMC back this week or no? No? All right, so we still got Mike Davis, but I don't know if I see him doing a lot. I don't think Nick Chubb's going to do well. I don't think Julio's going to do well. Odell Beckham could have a good game, but we'll see. I just think Diego's running backs just have a way better matchup, and I see Robert Woods being the funnel this week against the Giants. So we'll see, but that's my lock. I got Diego. I think we'll go 0-4 this week. 4 now.
That's my lock of the week for sure. I just think my team's better, honestly. Simon, I don't even think about Simon up here, dude. He's gonna get to the playoffs, get knocked out in the first round, and that's gonna be the end of it. Yeah, but I'm not even looking at this game, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know if that says.
Castro?
That's true. It's not loading up.
Hey.
Cav! Why is that Cav?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is my upset of the week here.
You're going to eat your words, dog.
Simon is going to beat you, and you will see it.
Eat your words, I'm telling you.
Simon is going to win this game. Russell Wilson is going to determine this week that he said that he wants to be the MVP, and he will be the MVP this week. Russell Wilson, I think, will go off. Mike Davis doesn't even have to continue where he left off last week. He just needs to have 15 points, 20 points. Let's see if Julio comes back, OBJ, and Henderson is facing the Giants. We'll see if he's the lead back this week. And I think that he might take you down and dethrone the 4-0.
That's just funny, honestly.
I have a feeling.
It's honestly funny, dude. Kamara's gonna go off. Lamar Jackson, you said, is gonna go off from your pick of your love of the week.
You never know.
Julio Jones is a shell of himself.
Aaron Jones is goated. We know that.
All right, we're approaching an hour, so I'm going to give everyone 2 minutes to say everything they have left to say. I really feel like I said all that I've said. You two could keep going if you want, but you have 2 minutes. I don't want this video to be too long to process on YouTube.
So the reason why I was saying is because Simon last week had 149 and you had 150. So let's not act like you guys are too far off. This is only week 4. Okay. Let's not pull the trigger on everyone, because I know a couple rankings by a couple people back a couple weeks ago had some people way down that are now way up.
Oh, are we talking about Eddie's rankings, dude? Those don't even make those. Come on, dude. He literally just puts the standings basically as his rankings.
Still, all I'm saying is that don't be surprised when Simon is.
All right, if he beats me, he beats me. I there's nothing else to say, but I just think my team is better. I don't see my wide receivers, like DJ Moore has to pick it up, but the rest of them are doing fine. My running backs are just goated, and my quarterback it was against the Chiefs. I'll give him that. I'll give him that one. That's all I gotta say about that game.
Any last words, Castro?
I hope everyone is gonna have a good week this week. There's gonna be a lot of good sports. Lakers.
If everybody could win their game this week, I wish it could happen.
LeBron, guys, everyone, make sure you guys tune in tonight to see LeBron.
Whoa! Getting off topic.
You're getting off topic.
I'm just saying. I just need everyone to go in and tune in to watch LeBron on his journey to his 4th ring.
Diego, any last words to the viewers?
Not to the viewers, but thanks for having me on. It was a fun time. I enjoyed it.
You see this guy?
Oh, one more thing for
beat your ass.
for everyone who watches the podcast, do you guys actually use the fucking timestamps? Do you use the timestamps, Diego?
I do.
Let me know in the comments if you use the timestamps, because I always forget to do it. Write it down while we're recording, and I have to go back through the video and put them on. And I don't want to keep doing it if no one actually uses it. So let me know right now in the comments if you use the timestamps. Okay.
Hey, like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you.
Let me know if you use the timestamps in the comments. Okay, that's it for this week's episode. Diego, thank you for coming on. I don't know, Diego and Kevin. Anyway, yeah, that's it for what we have week 4. I wish everybody a healthy week 4. Hopefully no injuries. Good luck to everybody, and we will see you back here next week.
Peace out. Peace.